Everybody, it's Thursday, April 15th, 2010. Thanks for stopping by. I was just thinking last night about the Statue of Liberty. And the Statue of Liberty is just terrifying to me because when I think about it, I think about how utterly wrong we are these days, how much we have lost our way, how we have basically taken the principles that this country was supposed to represent and stood them on their head. Maybe the Frenchman who originally designed the Statue of Liberty was a bit naive. He kind of gave us more credit than we really deserved, but that the ideas that are inscribed on the Statue of Liberty are in people's hearts. When they think about America, when Americans think about America, we think about the Statue of Liberty and what it says, and it just couldn't be further from the truth, unfortunately. Just look at the way that we're treating Mexicans. It's just insane. They come to a nation of immigrants as immigrants, and we treat them like dirt, and we blame all our problems on them. We elect sheriffs who put them in detention camps like animals, and who mistreat them and deport them. And employers abuse employees who are Mexicans because they can get away with it, because we've made it so hard to become an American. Why? Why is it hard to become an American? That doesn't make any sense. Was it hard for our ancestors to become Americans? Not really. All they had to do was show up. This was the policy until not too long ago, it seems. You want to become an American, you're an American. And now all of a sudden you can't become an American. Not if you're Mexican, not if you're Palestinian, not if you're Muslim. Maybe Europeans would have an easy time of it, but not brown people. And it's just so unjust. The Statue of Liberty says, "Send me your poor, your downtrodden, your wretched refuse, your huddled masses." Now we say they're taking our jobs, send them back. It's just so shameful, such a horrible attitude to have. The Statue of Liberty holds a beacon for the rest of the world. And the basic idea is that we are sitting over here, minding our own business, being free, shining a light on all the other nations. Saying this is what you could have if you create a just society, a democratic society. If you give people freedom and respect the rule of law, then you could have a society like this. And we've really just turned that upside down. Nowadays, it would seem like the best analogy would be the Statue of Liberty setting the world on fire with her torch. Right? That's what we're doing. We're blowing up basically the whole world, and enslaving people all over the world, enslaving them, paying billions of dollars to dictators to enslave people, or invading countries that never even attacked us, and killing thousands of people at a time. And for what? For the benefit of 1% of the people who live here, the wealthy elite. no other benefit at all. It doesn't benefit me or you. It doesn't benefit anybody in any other country. And to think about the world today is just a scary thing, and to think about the world as opposed to what our ideals are is absolutely horrifying, because at least to me, because I start to get the feeling that George Orwell's world is already here, that we are already living in a sort of tyranny like what he described, where it seems pretty benign on the surface, but if you start digging deeper, you realize that it's very shallow. The society and the culture has been so dumbed down, and the language so manipulated, and the people so brainwashed, that they really are like, as George Orwell described, the citizens of Oceania. They're like people floating in interstellar space who have no bearing, no idea of where they are or where they're going or what's going on in the world. They're just adrift, and they have no even words to describe the world that they're actually living in, because all the words have been flipped around and turned upside down and inside out, and they don't mean anything anymore. You can't say terrorist anymore. It doesn't mean anything. I mean, that's just one example. I just hate even using the word, because it just doesn't mean anything anymore. Liberalism, what is that? Does anybody know what that is? It doesn't mean anything. So it's kind of scary to me to think about these things, and to wonder, just how much of a chance there is for the human race to be free and to progress. I mean, and to tell you the truth, what's going on in Mexico right now is just obscene. The government of Mexico is waging war on its citizens. Literally. They are killing thousands of people. The army is murdering and raping and pillaging and torturing with abandon. You can murder somebody in the streets in Mexico and nobody's going to pay attention, but if you get pulled over by the police for speeding, you're going to be tortured and put in jail, and there's no telling if you'll ever get out. I mean, that's the kind of place it is right now. I mean, under this government that they've got, it's so unbelievably corrupt, and they just abuse the people so badly. It's just obscene the way they treat the people. Like I said, they have destroyed the middle class. There's no middle class left there anymore because of these ruling people. And we support those people unquestioningly. Our government gives them $500 million every year to fight the war on drugs. Right? There's a war. There's not just a war on being afraid. There's a war on drugs. But not the drugs that you get in the pharmacy, the bad drugs, right? And we have destroyed the economy of Mexico to such an extent that the only way that they can really make money is to, grow drugs and to sell drugs. I mean, that's the only thing that they've really got available to them at the moment. And because they're doing that, we think it's our right to just slaughter them. What kind of people are we, and what kind of society are we creating? I mean, is it really the guy who wrote Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? He said this is the Sixth Reich. And when I heard that the first time, I thought it was funny and ridiculous. Now I don't think it's so funny. Thanks for watching.